First of all, I really appreciated the chance to have very meaningful educational discussions with people on topics that interested both of us, or all three of us actually. And you can't always get that on a day-to-day basis, and so being able to have that kind of collegial discussion was really nice. I also liked getting a fresh point of view. I think as a teacher I tend to go into my classroom and not necessarily close the door, but this is my world right now, the classroom and those students, and it's nice to be able to step back and hear other people's ideas and hear other people's opinions about what we're doing and how we're doing it. And I think it helps me be less stuck in the mud a bit and more open to, oh, I could have done it that way and that might have been an interesting thing to do. So the whole sharing and the collegial part of it is really rich for me. One of the meetings that we had was both of my mentees were very concerned about where they were going, and so we had a meeting and we looked at the curriculum across the year, and we sat down and kind of said, well, this is what I think I'm going to do this year, and we made a year overview plan. And as we were making the plan, all of a sudden it was like, oh, well, when I get to this subject area, maybe I could do this. And all of a sudden it opened up all of these discussions about what a great idea and how would you approach that. And so a discussion which was going to be kind of blocking out our year and kind of making things so that it all fit, all of a sudden became this very rich sharing of, when I do this subject, I think I'm going to approach it this way. So in that way it was very rich. One of the side effects that I'm really happy about, in an odd way, is I don't teach at the same school they do, and so I really felt guilty that I maybe wasn't as present as I could have been in the whole mentorship process. However, what they've told me is because they were in the mentorship process, they tended to band together more and to talk more about things that were happening in their settings. And so in a way, because we all agreed to embark on this journey of mentorship, they were able to support each other more than maybe they would have otherwise. And I felt like I was kind of floating around out there a little bit, but in a positive way, that they always knew they could come to me and try and, you know, bounce ideas off of me. But I really found it rich that they were able to create their own little mini mentorship between themselves. The mentorship contributes to the students because it gives the beginning teacher a lot more confidence, and when they're having a problem, they have someone that they can go to. And if you have a more confident teacher in the classroom, then you have a teacher who's more able to address the needs of every individual student. And I think it also helps the mentee to be maybe more observant of all of the students' needs, because when they have a problem that comes up and they're able to discuss it with a more experienced teacher, they're able then to go back and maybe address that specific need in an easier way. Because we're not just little people in our bubbles, we are connected, and it can only make not only the school stronger if we're all working together. I'm sure everyone has been in that work situation where you felt a lot of anxiety and a lot of stress, and it's just not a pleasant situation. And especially elementary schools, we want them to be welcoming and warm, and it's the only way. Like if we're all working as a team together and connected, it's the only way that we can really make sure that the students feel that warmth and feel that connectedness, and feel that it can spread beyond to respect for other kids and respect for what's going on around them, just because we have that connectedness and that support system in place.